The average price target for Realty Income is $62.32, which is 19.48% higher than the current price. The consensus rating for Realty Income is currently a buy. Now, ticker symbol below Realty Income, one of my largest holdings across my entire 7-figure portfolio, is still extremely undervalued in my humble opinion. And in this video, we're going to dig into it and find out exactly why. Now, if you hold on to Realty Income, have ever thought about it, and want to learn more about it, make sure to stick around, drop a like down below, and let's get right into this one. I just finished my brand new dividend investing ebook where I share exactly how I went from zero to now over 7 figures invested, and also on how I earned more than $6,000 per month in dividends. I also finished my custom dividend tracker that you can use to track your dividend income progress on an ongoing basis. So make sure to grab yourself a copy of my dividend investing ebook and the new dividend tracker today. It's the first link in my description. So Realty Income trading as of current is still trading in the low 50s at $52.24 per share. Now, this is just after a brief stint earlier this year where Realty Income was flirting with the $60 per share range once again. Now, Realty Income's lows over the last year is around $46 and some change, so Realty Income from the lows is still up quite a bit as of right now. But still zooming out a little bit further, Realty Income is a far cry away from the $80 price range that it was trading at a few years ago. Now, we've talked about this before and I'll say it again. One of the main reasons that Realty Income, along with all the real estate investment trusts, is still trading the way that it's trading is because interest rates are still higher than ideal, and they have been for a while now. Now, it's obvious that real estate investment trusts like Realty Income rely on borrowing cash not only for new acquisitions, but also for servicing everyday debt on their current portfolio. Now, with higher than ideal interest rates currently at 5.5%, which is what they're at right now, Realty Income along with the other REITs are of course going to be valued a little bit less. But right here, as you can see, the Fed rate monitoring tool shows the probability of all the future different interest rate cuts, hikes, or if interest rates, of course, are going to be left alone. And as we can see right now, March 20th, there is a small chance that rates are going to get cut. So, okay, there's probably not going to be any cuts in March. But if we look at May, there's a bigger chance that rates are going to get cut. And then if we look in June, there's a massive probability, at least being priced in, that interest rates are going to start to get cut. July 2024, later on this year, there's a massive chance that rates are going to get cut. And then way later on this year, let's say December, for example, there's a 34.7% chance that interest rates are going to be cut significantly. Now, zooming way out, looking at July of 2025, for example, interest rates have a good chance of being anywhere from around 3.25%, probably to 4%, which is much more manageable for real estate investment trusts. So where does this leave Realty Income, and why is Realty Income a buying opportunity because of this? Well, because interest rates are where they are currently. It's making real estate investment trusts, of course, worth less money in theory. If debt's much more expensive to service, then of course Realty Income along with other REITs are going to be less profitable. But later on down the line, let's say even a year from now, if and when interest rates are cut significantly, Realty Income along with all the other REITs could in theory refinance debt and once again be servicing their debt for much cheaper. Now, according to stockanalysis.com, it says the 14 analysts with a 12-month price forecast for Realty Income stock have an average target of $62 and some change, with a low of 48 and a high of 74. So either way, this is an increase of 19.15% from where Realty Income is trading as of currently. Now, I currently own around 3,000 shares of Realty Income, a little bit less than 3,000 shares that I've been gathering in my long-term portfolio for around 7 years now. And I bought some of my shares of Realty Income above 70, and I bought some of my shares of Realty Income below 50. And all in all, as a long-term investor, it doesn't make too much of a difference if Realty Income, of course, shoots up in price today or tomorrow, because this is a long-term buy and hold position for me. Not to mention the fact that for investors that have been buying Realty Income as of recently are getting a starting forward dividend yield of around 5.9% with some up and coming scheduled dividend increases on top of that. So of course we all have different timelines and we all have different things we want on different stocks and ETFs. But for me personally, and for most long-term buy and hold investors, even if Realty Income trades sort of sideways for a while, I think most investors wouldn't really mind earning around 6% per year with dividends being increased on top of that, just to wait for Realty Income to finally pop and hit all-time highs hopefully sometime soon here. Not to mention, it's pretty exciting that Realty Income just recently updated their website, which now it says, our business generates reliable revenue that supports our increasing monthly dividends and strategic growth initiatives. Currently, our portfolio includes approximately not 12,000, not 13,000, but 15,450 commercial properties, including properties acquired in the Spear merger in January of 2024. Now, Realty Income is growing like crazy because, of course, they've been playing on the offense, and especially with the recent merger from Spear Realty. Now, these are of course leased to over 1,300 different clients who operate in more than 86 separate industries throughout all 50 states as well as Puerto Rico, etc., etc. So at this point, Realty Income as a single stock has gotten so large that I barely even look at it as a single stock anymore. It's more or less an ETF with exposure in tons of different diversified sectors. Now, what I mean by this is multiple different things. If you are bullish on grocery stores, if you're bullish on dollar stores, it really doesn't matter what you're bullish on. Realty Income has a ton of exposure to pretty much everything that is out there and making money. Not to mention some of the top 20 clients are super bulletproof companies, recession-proof companies, although to be fair, there's some names in here that I'm not a huge fan of. But with Realty Income having 81+% in retail and a smaller amount in industrial, gaming, etc., etc. If you are an investor out there, like myself, for example, that wants exposure to some of the highest quality retail commercial real estate in the entire world, at the levels that Realty Income is currently trading at, I just don't get why it's not a massive buy and hold opportunity. The last thing I want to talk about is Realty Income's occupancy. This is something that's of course very important for real estate, and Realty Income's occupancy did drop a little bit in 2023 from the previous occupancy of 99% down to 98.6%. And I saw some people on Twitter talking about this, saying that this is of course bearish and everything else, but Realty Income has never been below 96% occupied, which is extremely impressive. So is ticker symbol O Realty Income the REIT that's currently offering around a 5.9% starting forward dividend yield, with also some dividend increases most likely coming here soon? On top of that, with an 80 safety score according to Simply Safe Dividends, is this single stock a buying opportunity right now in the low 50s? I 100% think so, which is why I'm still buying shares of ticker symbol O pretty consistently, but of course I could be wrong. We're going to have to see what happens next. Even still, with Realty Income having a very well diversified portfolio of what I would like to call mostly recession-proof industries and businesses, I think Realty Income is going to be just fine over the next 5+ years, especially for longer term investors like myself. But even for some of the shorter term investors at this point, if interest rates are looking to be coming down, not really rising much higher from here, and the fact that Realty Income for the most part doesn't have much debt maturing anytime soon within the next few months or even year, I think Realty Income could be a massive opportunity moving forward. Now next I want to talk a little bit more about my plan with Realty Income, and the fact that as of right now, with around 2,800 shares of Realty Income through my portfolios, I'm currently earning over $700 a month in dividend income. And this right here, for example, is one dividend that I received today from one of my portfolios from Realty Income of $235+. But in the talks of Realty Income and where it's currently trading as of right now, I want to hear from you guys down below. Is ticker symbol O Realty Income currently a buying opportunity in your eyes, your point of view? Let me know why or why not in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to please drop a like on it and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks as always for stopping by, and if you are interested in investing, make sure to check out these recent videos I posted right here.